Very good morning and very warm Independence Day greetings to everyone present here today. It's a matter of immense pride and privilege to address you all on the solemn and inspiring occasion of our 80th Independence Day. Today, as the tricolor rises with dignity above us, we celebrate not merely the freedom that India attained in 1947, but also the extraordinary journey of a nation that has, over nearly 8 decades, transformed itself through resilience, democratic conviction, scientific progress, and the collective aspirations of its people. Let us remember that this year holds a special significance as we commemorate 150th year of Vande Mataram, the immortal national song penned by Bankim Chand Chattopadhyay in 1875. What began as a literary expression of love for the motherland and later became a powerful anthem of India's freedom struggle. Sojalam, Sufalam, Malaya Shitalam evokes an India blessed with fertile field, abundant waters, and natural beauty. A century and a half later, its message acquires renewed relevance. If our forefathers fought to free the motherland, our responsibility today is to strengthen, enrich, and protect her through knowledge, innovation, integrity, social harmony, and of course, sustainable development. Mahatma Gandhi gave the freedom movement a profound moral direction when he said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." These words have a special relevance today. In a free nation, we often ask what the government, institution, or society should do for us. Perhaps the more important question is, what are we willing to do for our nation? The India of today needs citizens who do not merely demand change but become instrument of change, who do not merely exercise their rights but also discharge their responsibilities and duties. Our Constitution beautifully embodies this balance. Article 51A reminds every citizen of their responsibility to uphold the unity and integrity of the country, promote harmony, preserve our heritage and environment, develop scientific temper, and strive for excellence. This is particularly significant for us as an educational institution. The students sitting before us today will become business and social leaders of tomorrow. They'll become entrepreneurs, administrators, researchers, maybe professors, and professionals. The India of 2047 will be shaped in large measure by the values they acquire today. Our freedom fighters fought for political independence. Our generation must work for intellectual, social, and economic empowerment. It is a day to ask ourselves, how much further can we go from political freedom to national capability? India is considered today among the world's fastest growing major economies. The IMF's July 2026 assessment projects India's real GDP growth at around 6.4%, while the World Bank describes India as the world's 5th largest economy and highlights the country's aspiration to achieve high middle income status by 2047. These are achievements of which we should be proud of, but GDP alone cannot be the measure of a nation's success. The real questions are, can our education produce employable and innovative citizens? Can our industries compete globally? Can our villages prosper alongside our cities? Can our development remain environmentally sustainable? And can economic growth translate into dignity and a better quality of life for every citizen? Today, our country stands at remarkable crossroads. On one side, we see extraordinary opportunities of physical and digital public infrastructure, artificial intelligence, startup, space technology, semiconductor manufacturing, renewable energy, expanding infrastructure, and a large, young, and educated population. India's digital economy is increasingly recognized globally, and as ICRIER assessment places India among the leading countries in AI performance, while also pointing to the need for stronger innovation capability. On the other side, we face challenges that cannot be ignored. India's greatest strength is its youth. However, a demographic dividend becomes a liability if education does not lead to employability. So we need to move from more degrees concept to more skill, more entrepreneurship, more innovation, and more employability. AI, that way also, is no longer a distant technological possibility. It is already creating its impact on domain like finance, healthcare, education, manufacturing, IT services, and management. But we need to know that the countries that combine human intelligence with artificial intelligence will define the next phase of global economic leadership. India has made important progress in electronics, infrastructure, and manufacturing as well. Current policy initiatives are also seeking to strengthen India's position in global supply chain. However, we must become a country that designs, develops, manufactures, and exports the product of the future. From semiconductor to electric mobility, from defense technology to biotechnology, from clean energy to advanced material, the next phase of Made in India has to be invented, designed, and then made in India. We cannot pursue economic growth by ignoring nature. The extreme heat experienced across South Asia in 2026 has once again demonstrated how climate change can affect human health, productivity, agriculture, and infrastructure. India therefore needs a development model in which economic growth and environmental responsibility reinforce each other. Our future cities must be greener. Our industries must become more energy efficient. Our agriculture must become climate resilient. Our campuses must become laboratories for sustainability. India's greatest strength has always been its diversity. We speak different language, follow different traditions, and come from different regions and communities. Yet, we share one constitutional identity and one national destiny. In an age of social media, misinformation and polarization, responsible citizenship has become more important than ever. We must learn to disagree without becoming enemies. Democracy does not demand that we think alike. It demands that we respect one another while thinking differently. So, my young friends, when we speak of how our country can compete with the world, we must understand that before competing with the world, India must compete by becoming the best version of who we are. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, dream, dream, dream. Dreams transforms into thoughts and thoughts result into action. Today, India has a dream, a developed India by 2047. But remember that a dream becomes reality only when it moves through 3 stages. Dream, strategize, and then execute. And that is precisely where management education becomes important. India does not lack ideas. India's challenge is often execution at scale. We need managers who can convert policy into performance, ideas into enterprises, research into product, and resources into outcome. Through the immortal words of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, give me blood and I'll give you freedom. Let us not forget that the freedom they won for us came at an unimaginable cost. We always have got to be receptive to the concept. So at the end, I would like to conclude by congratulating all the awardees and winners who will be felicitated today. May your achievement inspire others, and may you continue to learn, create, innovate, and contribute meaningfully to our institution and to our nation. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.